Previously on Transform and Rollout Reforged.
You also can't lie, Aqua.
Yes, I can.
No, you're terrible.
Look,
You're gonna stay with me.
over there.
Aqua.
Well, Aqua, roll me a snake.
I got a 6.
Yeah, it's not convincing in any manner. When you pointed over there towards the bird, your head went the opposite direction.
Oh my gosh.
Is it possible to pocket my alligator head, or do I gotta carry it around?
It's just under your arm.
There are no dumb questions on this show, but no.
Waddle off.
Okay, you waddle off.
Waddle away.
Waddle away.
Waddle.
Welcome back to Transform and Roll Out, Season 4, Reforged, Episode 7. But first, we must introduce our players and characters. We have Spider-Bite, Aqua, Bloodstorm, and I forget the other one. I think their name's Radar or something. So players,
I'm gonna eat you.
here's the plan. Give us a short description on what your character looks like, what happened to them in the previous episode, and what is going on in their brain module, if they have one. I don't know. Killbite, would you like to start first?
I wouldn't like to start first. Can somebody else go?
All right. Hexamis, would you like to start first?
Gee, I guess I got no choice. Hi, I'm
You
Hex.
can say no.
I just started, so no, I can't. I'm Hex. I play a Spider-Bite, who by the name obviously turns into a spider. She is a medic, and she is dark gray, neon pink, and a dusty pink. Currently, she has split up from the group she is with, Aqua, and they have the little mini bot who is, I think Bite almost crushed last episode, and they're just trying to make sure that the little man is okay.
I don't know if crushed, but almost dropped in the dip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it fell off, I thought he got
Yeah.
like pinched. Poor guy.
Lapis.
I can't believe that guy got lost in Bite's sauce. Anyways. I'm Lapis. I'm playing Radar. He is a 22-foot tall guy who turns into like a jet ski. He's got mostly like a navy blue covering his frame with some yellow highlights. There's an orange cockpit on the front. He's got a big green visor, a mouth similar to more than meets the eye Cyclonus, 4 yellow horns on his head, and he's got a little shark fin on his back. In last session, he split up from the group with Bloodstorm to go and try and find the guy who offered to pay if turned in the little blue minicon. And we didn't find it, but we found a scary Termagant, so I mean, that's something.
Fantastic. We'll see if they get a bounty. Clickbait.
What's up, guys? I'm Clickbait. I am playing Bloodstorm. She is, as her name suggests, a blood red seeker. She's got some cute bright blue stripes on her wings, and she is kind of grumpy with Radar because they were trying to kill an innocent little bot, and then the flyer died, and then she split off the group to go try and figure out what the heck was going on, and she saw the creepy Termagax, and now she's seen a lot of creepy stuff in the last couple days, so yeah.
Perfect.
She kinda
And I don't
freaked
think there's anyone else. Oh, wait. We got to circle back. Killbite. We skipped it for some reason. I don't know why.
Hi, I'm Killbite. I'm playing Aqua. He's a mostly pink bot with some neon green and neon purple highlights. He has a domed head with a rebreather for his mouth, and he loves his tablet. Last episode, he tried to get his money back from the little minicon that stole his Energon O's, and did not get the money, but did get a translating app, which was great. and is trying to escape the dome. Meanwhile, nobody's paying attention to them.
Okay, perfect. And finally, I'm Onyx. I'll be your DM, your Primus, your God for this round, and welcome to Transform and Roll Out Season 4 Reforged. Let's start off where we left off. So, we had Bloodstorm chasing the Termagax that had their mouth open, revealing a bug inside. Radar is searching for the bounty bot, and Spiderbite and Aqua are trying to find an easy way out of the wind tunnel arena without getting spotted, carrying the blue Minicon bot. Who should we pick on first? We left off with Clickbait, so it's only fair, I think, we continue with Spiderbite and Aqua.
Well, I think last episode we were going to jump down to the middle of the arena and try to get exit through one of the holes. So I guess I would continue in that direction.
Because there was there was some tunnels, right?
Right. So you guys are already at the edge, or the edge, where there's a little fence circling around the arena before it drops down into the half-mile dip. How would you like to proceed, and what would you like to do?
How far is it to the bottom of the arena from the edge?
Half-mile.
I was going to say, so half mile, because it's a half mile dip. Is it just a sheer straight drop down?
It's a sheer straight drop down.
There's not any, I was thinking of a pool, how they got the ladders built into the wall sometimes.
There is no ladder. Most of these bots in this city, Voss, I believe we're in, have flight mode, so there's no need for ladders. However, I would like to encourage people, or players, to look at their inventory.
I was going to say.
Yes, Spiderbite, look at your...
I was actually just
Spiderbite, you do all the work. Heal everybody. Get everybody to move
of course,
around.
100%. That's why you're the medic, right?
Yeah. Like one tank of a medic, though. I'm a guess that the walls are made of metal. Or are they not?
On Cybertron? That's crazy, but yes.
Yeah, my brain's there could be concrete, the blah, blah, blah. No.
Yes.
No.
The same metal that makes you. How does that make you feel?
Whoa.
No, it's different metal. But it would work in theory of what you have in plan.
Okay. I think it would be more beneficial if she... Actually not. I was thinking if she should transform, because there's a bit... Might be easier for Aqua to hold on, but I think Bite's just gonna get out the magnetic grips and kind of start to lower herself toward the edge.
Okay.
Aqua, I think it might be best if you just hold on tight. I'll get us down to the bottom.
I agree. Hand me the minicon.
Oh man, the minicon. I'm assuming he's still a limp little noodle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're rushing to all of this. I hold minicon, you hold me, and then you carry us.
I'll you climb on my back and you're like a little jetpack and just slowly rappel down.
Perfect. You begin your descent. You just made it over the fence, and we're going to switch over to Radar. Radar, you are searching for the bot that shouted out the bounty. It appears to be nowhere in sight. You can assume they either left when you were chasing the blue minicon, or perhaps they left after Tiger Moth's announcement.
That is so annoying. Okay, well, I guess I'm
going to interject here a little bit. Learning the first rule of bounty hunting: always get a contact.
No, I'm filing that piece of information for later. Well, I guess since I can't find the guy, I will go ahead and circle back to where I last saw Bloodstorm, which I guess was in front of the giant screen, but I don't think she's in there anymore. Is that correct?
That is correct. But as you're surveilling the scene, I'm not going to make you roll perception because it's fairly clear there's a lot of bots missing, gone. They left. The arena is pretty empty. You can see Spiderbite and Aqua beginning their traversal downwards into the dip of the arena. They just made it over the fence and they're beginning to go down.
Okay, do I see Bloodstorm anywhere?
Then I will make you a roll of perception.
Alright, okay, let me go ahead and do that.
Oh boy. DM's already trying to separate
I'm looking
us.
for a 15.
Well, I got an 18.
Perfect. You do not see Bloodstorm, but you do hear
What?
a concerning noise coming from one of the hallways.
Oh.
that sounds
I-
like chittering and scream.
Okay. Well, I definitely go towards that, but I do need to point out how comical that was of, perfect, you got an 18? Cool, you don't see her. She's not there. But yeah, no, I head towards the scary scream.
You go towards the scary scream. You see Bloodstorm. You're about 50 feet away at this point. Bloodstorm is staring at a Termagant that they push down. You don't know this. They push down onto the ground, who now has their back turned and its jaw wide open, laying on the ground, but using one of their hands to prompt and point in your directions, not Radar, but Bloodstorm. Their mouth glows red, and you spot a red glowing beetle insect gripping their tongue. A chittering noise, the one that you heard earlier, is all you hear screaming at you and echoing off the halls inside the wind tunnel arena that leads to the exit and entry points gates. Their legs curl as they prepare to get up. Radar,
Wait,
Bloodstorm, what would you like to do?
is that me or is that the Termagax?
Termagax.
Oh, okay. Well, I before it started getting all creepy on me, I was gonna try and get the thing off its tongue because I had some like flasks of oil I was gonna try and like dump out and put in it.
I'd like to first send a very, very brief text to the group chat that we established last session that just says, cutting outgoing signals, meet us outside. And then I want to go ahead and use my signal jammer so this thing can't send out any whatever it's doing.
Can I try and knock it out? Like I want to hit to knock unconscious, not to kill.
Roll me to hit it.
Oh,
And yes, you do send the message.
Do I get any advantage because it's on the ground?
It is facing you. Let me see if you gain an advantage because it does see you.
And
It's
I'm
not like
assuming-
it's unable. I'm gonna flip a heads or tails.
Wow.
One will be heads, two will be tails. Heads, you do not get advantage. Tails, you have advantage.
Okay. And I'm assuming I would be probably unarmed striking it, or I guess I could. Hold on, let me scroll up real quick. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna do my fists.
Okay.
Okay, a 12.
A 12 does not hit it. It merely moves its head out of the way as your fist comes down for a strike. Its eyes glowing crimson red, and Radar, you also notice this. Termagaxes that you met in Crystal City did not have red eyes, they had golden eyes.
Okay. Well, did my signal jammer work? Can I tell?
Is that an ability?
It's my item. That's the thing that I said after I sent the text. I was going to use a signal jammer. It's an item that was given to me by Termagax. It's a device that can be used to jam any outgoing enemy signals or communications being sent. This item has 3 charges, base range of 200 feet. Each charge lasts for 2 turns or up to 5 minutes. Additional charges can double the range, and then it takes 24 hours to regain it.
Yes. It's hard to tell if it's working. The pitch of the scream does go down, but you may be concerned that during your run over there, whatever signal it was sending was already sent.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least I'm blocking anything else from going in or out.
Can I try and hit it again?
It is actually going to stand up.
Oh no! Can I try and tackle it again?
As it's standing up, both Bloodstorm and Radar, you hear footsteps coming from both sides of the hallway that circles the arena. You can't see them yet, but you do see the halls light up towards the end that where it curves with red hues, roughly optic level. The Termagax stands with their mouth still agape, with one arm raised still and pointing directly at you, Bloodstorm. And it appears to be just waiting for something else or someone.
I don't like that. I think I don't know what to do.
Can
I was gonna say, does it sound like they're seekers, but you can't tell when they're running.
Can I ready my gun
For what?
in case these things attack?
Explain how you're readying.
I want to like grab it and put it in my hand and like aim it where I can see the things,
Okay.
but not fire. I'm just waiting to see if these are going to be like hostile or not.
Okay.
Can I see what happens if I take 2 steps back?
The optics follow you, and the point still, like their finger still is pointing at you.
What if I keep backing up?
All right. As you're backing up, how much movement are you using?
Like enough where if this thing was truly interested in keeping tabs on me, it would follow. Like probably like 10 or 12 feet. Like I'm backing up to see if it's I don't know what it's doing. Is it on me? Is it gonna, as soon as I step further away than radar, is it gonna focus on radar? I'm trying to figure out what it's doing.
Mm-hmm. You give me a number and I'll give you an answer.
I'll back up 10 steps.
Can you give me feet, please?
20 feet.
Okay, thank you. All right, you make it to 20 feet. The steps coming around the halls, now that you're 20 feet back, you cannot hear them, but they are definitely getting closer. You are only 30 feet away from radar, because I think I initially said you were 50 feet away, radar.
You did.
But because Bloodstorm moved 20 feet back, there's only a 30-foot gap. The Termagax in front of you still stand, mouth open agape, as if they're trying to scream, but it's not as loud as it used to be, and their finger is still pointing at you, Bloodstorm.
Bloodstorm, I think it might be in our best interest to hightail it out of here.
Perhaps, but what is it doing? Why doesn't it attack? Why doesn't it run?
I ain't certain, but it doesn't look friendly.
Can I step back 5 more feet, DM?
You 5 more feet, same thing.
Okay. Can I shoot at it with a photon missile?
You may roll me to hit.
Oh,
Okay,
you're gonna upset the swarm.
I don't know what's going on. Kind of nat 1.
It's your warning shot, obviously.
Wow.
Clearly.
This is where Bloodstorm dies by her own missile.
You want me to roll damage, don't you?
Let me roll something.
Oh god.
Hey, just remember that I'm behind
God.
her. There is no way they can hit me.
That's
I'm
a
just
lie,
saying.
Lapis. That's a lie. Roll me damage.
Oh, Primus. I didn't even hear what Lapis said because I was too busy bemoaning.
She says
the
standing
fact
behind you makes her invulnerable to your attacks, which is
Oh.
untrue.
You were
can
aiming
hold the gun
forward.
backwards.
Don't do that.
That's
Don't you
exactly what's
dare.
happening. The gun
Don't
is
you
being held
dare.
backwards through the fit of panic.
Uh-huh.
Radar gets launched backwards
Are you
with
kidding
9
me?
points of damage from a photon blast from
Dude.
Bloodstorm. This is the second time
The second
Bloodstorm
time!
has shot someone on their own team.
Stop using your weapon!
So
Stop!
you do also have to
What is wrong with
I
this
have to roll.
team?
We have to roll for fire damage.
No,
No,
don't!
no wonder
Why
we didn't go
Roll
back and
for
pick up
damage.
Bloodstorm. She's hurting us.
Oh my
It's on the next
gosh!
part of it. Clickbait.
It says roll 1d20 plus con modifier, and I believe if you roll less than 13, you take 1d4 fire damage and are burned for 1 turn.
Oh,
So
I'm not gonna
you
survive
have to
this
roll.
one shot.
You-
I'm sorry,
You
what
know-
am I rolling again? 1d20 plus
20
con?
plus con.
I'm gonna... When I get my hands on you, Bloodstorm, when I get you...
I think I may have missed the weapons class.
I got a 6.
Roll fire damage.
I have 11 health right now. I'm down. And then no matter what you do, if you get a 2, I'm down.
Okay. Roll fire damage.
Dude! I'm
He
down.
dropped like a lead weight.
You immediately
oh my
just
Primus
blasted me.
Bloodstorm.
You
Radar.
blasted me into the afterlife.
If you are truly and dude,
Uh-huh.
yeah, truly down. Roll me
Yeah.
a death save.
Oh, Primus.
Bloodstorm,
Oh,
if I die here right now because of you, I will haunt you for the rest of your life.
I'm gonna come over there in just a second. Yeah, as soon as I realize that happened, DM, I would like to please. Oh, radar.
Mark a failure.
Yeah, that was a nice, lovely 10 for my death save.
Okay. Mark 1 failure. 2 more, and you're dead.
I would
Cool.
like to go stabilize them, please, DM.
Okay. As you run over there to stabilize them, roll me. How would? Wait, hold on. Not roll me. What are you doing to stabilize them? Let's start with that.
I have 2 energon sticks in my possession, which are
Okay.
1d4 healing that I
You
would
may
like to.
use 1
Yes.
because you shot them. That's your action. Movement is your movement, so you only have bonus action.
Okay.
This is going really well.
1d4. Oh. 4!
Alright, well, I'm alive, guys. I survived.
I would like to remind you the burn damage lasts for 2 turns.
Are you kidding me?
One turn! It's 1! It's 1 turn! It is 1,
Okay.
it specifies. It is.
Okay, specify. So on your next turn, which will be within the max movement that you move, you will take fire damage again.
I'm gonna eat you.
Oh,
When you wake up to Bloodstorm revivifying you from the damage that they caused, that they caused.
Do they remember?
You see,
Do they remember?
Radar.
Or do they not remember?
Let me finish, Radar. You see, not just a Termagax that was in front of you pointing at you, not just 4 of them, in addition, not 5, but another 6 of them arriving from the hall.
Oh.
And they see you, and they begin pulling out weapons. They are roughly 100 feet away at this point in time. Now, explain to me what you do.
First off, I give Bloodstorm the stinkiest look.
Wait, do they know it was me that shot them, or did they just spontaneously combust? Can you roll like a memory check or something so I can play this off? Oh my god,
No.
Radar!
They know
Radar,
it was
what
you.
happened?
They know it was you. Because as I was reminded by Radar, they were standing behind you, so you were full view. They saw you. There's not a chance they did not see you shoot them on accident.
Bloodstorm, if I make it out of this encounter alive, I am confiscating that weapon. Do you understand?
Try, Radar.
I'm going to shove myself to my feet, Energon going everywhere, splattering all over the floor because somebody blew me up.
It's sizzling a little bit.
I am going to take Bloodstorm's hand, and I'm gonna book it. I'm leaving. I'm gone.
Yeah, no, I'll run on my own. I don't need them to grab my hand.
No, I'm holding your hand now. Sorry. That's just how it's
I'm gonna
be.
pull it away.
Alright, the Termagaxes, which there are now 7 in total, begin the chase.
Oh my guy.
Oh!
Termagai.
Okay,
So
I
this
know
is
I'm
a-
at full speed.
This is a different hallway than we were down before. Is it?
If
is
you're
it
running
flight mode
opposite
compatible?
direction, you will be heading towards the dip where you saw, well, not you, but Radar saw Aqua and Spiderbite go over the edge.
Oh, that's a good. Thank you for pointing that out. All right.
Mhm.
I for sure yell at Bloodstorm. Transform and head for the dip. We gotta catch up with the others before these things catch up with us.
Is this hallway flight mode compatible?
You made it out of the hallway. It's like a stadium where you were at that halfway point where it almost made into an arch of a hallway, and it split off into the ring that went behind the bleachers. So you began running the opposite direction, so you're heading back into the stadium, and then if you keep going that direction, you see the dip that Aqua and Spiderbite went over.
Cool. So Radar told me to transform and head for the dip. Can I be like, whatever you say, Radar, and do that and just fly off?
Don't fly off. I'm gonna grab you.
Without Radar?
You gonna leave me behind?
If you can catch me, you
I
can hop
assume
on.
That could work. So I don't think you need to roll to transform. That's your bonus. And then your movement, you can move. Radar, in response, you can choose to roll an athletics.
Yeah, I'd like to try and jump on because apparently, I'm not included in my plan.
I'm just gonna go, think fast, Radar, and then
Dude,
just
you
jet off.
blew me up! You blew me up! Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna roll in athletics. I got a 16.
Okay, perfect. Forgot to say it. I was going to say I was looking for a 15. So that
Oh,
works.
thank
You grab
goodness.
onto a
dude.
wing.
Oh,
Please remind me before you roll. Like, what are you asking for, DM? So it doesn't seem like I'm pulling this number out of nowhere. I want it to sound fair. I want it to be
You
like,
can.
oh, snap. I can. But I'm trying to be fun and create anticipation and all that stuff.
uh-huh.
All right, cool. You made it. You grab onto a single wing from Bloodstorm, and they take off.
I genuinely was like, I'm gonna fumble this. I'm just gonna die here.
Where are you going, Bloodstorm?
I'll head for the dip, I guess.
Okay. You go into the
Hey.
dip, and that's where you see Spiderbite and Aqua. It does not take long for you to get there. I believe your ult mode is probably one of the top faster ones in.
It says 55 feet. Or it says
Is it
speed
on?
55. Let me
You catch
go.
up to Aqua. Aqua, Spiderbite, we're going to flip to you for a minute because we've stuck around with Radar and Bloodstorm for quite a minute that they're going to kill each other, almost
Can
literally.
I actually mention that I don't want to mention this, but can I mention that I actually have to take more fire damage?
Yes, please roll 1d4
Yeah.
while holding on.
If I fall and die, it's gonna be funnier.
If you take the amount that makes you go unconscious, you lose your grip.
Yeah,
I'm just
all
gonna be
right.
like, oops. Oops.
Oops.
Oh, was it a
Oh,
D4?
Yeah,
was a
what do you
D4.
I rolled a D20. It's okay. Hold on.
I was scared for you for a minute.
It still can happen though.
Okay, we're good. I got a 3. I have 1 HP left.
Oh
We're
my
solid.
Oh
God.
my god.
We're solid.
Spider bite, Aqua.
I really thought we were about to see a
So
radar
are you
splat.
having a good time, Bite?
I sure am, Aqua. I love my siblings.
I hate you guys so
I sure
much.
hope that Radar and Bloodstorm are doing okay. Meanwhile, there's an explosion in the background.
So just comes screaming over the center field with the radar hanging onto me.
I hope that they're doing okay. I hope nothing bad happened to them.
Me too. So
All right,
the weather
Spider bite,
today.
Aqua, you make it to almost 3/4 of the way down the dip before Bloodstorm and Radar come flipping into the dip, and you see them. Well, one of them worse for wear, almost at 1 health, you would say, and bleeding, Energon, and the other one's panicking. And that's when you begin to hear the chittering noise up above.
What happened to the two of you?
What's that noise?
We need to get out of here now.
We need to run now.
I want to look towards the chittering sound.
Don't look at it. Just keep going, guys, please. Come on, come on.
Curiosity.
Ahead
What is going on?
over the dip, red optics, screaming mouth. Several more of them begin to do that. One jumps.
Oh, I think I've seen enough, and she's gonna turn and back up toward the
But it is Termagax. They gave us presents.
That ain't Termagax.
That whatever that is, Aqua, that's not Termagax.
Does
It's
not.
been corrupted, infected, if you will. It has some sort of parasite or bug or I don't know, virus something controlling it.
Interesting.
I wanted to examine it, but as you can see, encountered some technical difficulties.
Yeah, somebody fired their gun backwards.
Well, if you hadn't been standing
That's
directly
the
behind
second
me,
time.
maybe I
Doesn't
wouldn't have
help
hit you.
anyone.
Please, let's save the arguing for later. Let's just leave.
Yeah, please take me out. I don't want to be here.
We all give like uppies to Bloodstorm, like uppies out. I want to leave.
How many of you can I carry? DM, how many of them can I carry?
Don't worry about that. I need to roll first. There is a Termagax falling down. They have an opportunity to grab onto someone.
I don't like that.
You grab
I don't
on
like
someone,
you
they
just
do.
pull
A
something.
23 Bloodstorm. What's your AC?
Not 23. So in response, I would like it. My AC is like 12, my bro. Can I just take off straight into the air because I never untransformed?
So they do grab your wing, the opposite one to Radar.
Dude.
At which point, when they make contact with your wing, the other Termagaxis, Termagaxi, begin jumping in as well. Now you may respond.
Yeah, I just want to take off straight in the air.
So you want to go back up the way you came towards the other Termagaxis? I wanted to just clarify with you.
Well, it's like a big stadium, right? So I can go towards the middle of the stadium.
I don't know if we're understanding where you are. You're in the dip, right?
In the middle, right?
Yeah, which is a half mile down.
How
Yeah,
far
with the
across?
chips.
Yeah, you're about 3/4 down already, because your jet mode's faster than Spider Bite and Aqua's magnetic walking mode.
I don't think I'm
Made it
understanding the
there.
dimensions of this. How big is this place? Because you keep saying
It-
there's a dip, but you don't say how big the dip is.
I think the dip is going
a
under
tunnel.
the stadium.
It's a
Yeah,
tunnel.
it goes down, like directly down into the stadium itself.
It's
It's
like
what
the
we're
hole
using to
where
get
the
out.
Spartans were
Think
kicked
like a-
into.
Yeah. Think of that. Yeah, think of the whole Spartans kicked into. Think of it like the gladiatorial arena, except like a half mile down and much bigger.
It's just a pit. It's just a
Yeah,
pit.
Right,
it's a
no,
pit. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm
You
picturing
want
it
the
as like
width?
a dip,
Is that what you're
of a
asking for?
stadium where there's like they're in the stadium and we're like on where the field would be,
Like
and
a
I just want to
moat.
go.
The field to Voss is the air. That's where they play, right?
Right.
The dip is just where they go back down away from the audience so they can land and
So
get
is it going
proper-
like under the stadium, like quote unquote, to the locker rooms?
Yeah, that would be an accurate
Okay.
assessment. So it goes half
So
a mile
it's-
down and then there's little ramps that go into tunnels into like quote unquote the locker room.
Okay. I'm still having a little
Yeah.
trouble with visualization, but I think I got it.
Okay, I'm trying to find where I described it because I did have it in here.
I would think I was just thinking there was more space to move around because you were saying it as like a big aerial stadium. So I was trying to go into air where there were no Termagax so I could get Termagax off.
But what
I
he's
think
trying to
it's
tell you is we're in the pit going down.
Yeah.
If you go up, you're going to go to the opening of the pit where the Termagaxes are falling from. So
Yeah.
they'll
Right,
keep falling on you.
Which is why I asked
Correct.
how big across the dip was.
yeah,
And
I think if
then
you
after then we
Alright.
descended into madness.
The dip is that's the width of the arena itself is 2 miles. That doesn't mean the dip is 2 miles. Let's call it a cylinder, so it is longer than it is width. So if it's a half mile, let's make it 1/10 of a mile, which doesn't give you a lot of clear space, but you are able to fly in and out easily. It could easily fit 5 jets in a circle formation in and out. And there are now 6 additional Termagaxes jumping into the pit.
Okay, so they're jumping into the pit, but if my wingspan is, say, 20 feet across, there could fit 5 of us in a circle formation, so it's at least 2 bots, wingtip to wingtip. So it's at least 50 feet across.
Yeah, at least. The generous space, because, safety regulations. We do have OSHA for now.
Right. So with that, I could probably, if the Termagax are jumping into the dip with us, and it's 50 feet across, I should be able to get past them without them grabbing onto me, but then I'd be behind them. So what if I go the other way and I fly further into the pit?
That is an option.
These
are all speculative. I'm not agreeing to everything you're saying. I'm not saying
I
you're
know.
going to make it past them, but you can. This is an opportunity for you to describe to me which direction you wanted to go. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
I would like to tell Radar to get off, or to let go, and then I want to go in a direction away from the other Termagax and try to, like, wiggle my wings and lose this Termagax that's hanging onto me.
Okay. I would like to turn to Radar. Radar, what would you let go onto, though?
that's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about, too.
How far did we say that we're below Bite and Aqua? Are they super far up above us?
I would say they're about level with you. I wanted to make it an equal playing field on your way down.
Okay.
Wait, how are they getting down?
They're scaling the
walking.
wall.
Yeah, they're scaling the wall.
Okay,
I'm
so they're
gonna
climbing
leap-
down and we're flying down.
Yeah.
Yes, because if we remember, Spiderbite got magnetic grip.
Yeah, I'm gonna leap over and grab onto them.
Okay. You're gonna need to roll me an athletics or
Guys,
strength.
if I fall to my death here, I want you to know, it was Bloodstorm's fault. Okay.
Well, at least it wasn't my death, so.
You said
Wow.
athletic or strength.
Damn.
I'll go ahead and roll a strength. What do I need?
You need a what's your AC? Not Bloodstorm. Spiderbite.
It is 13.
You need a 13.
I got a dirty stinky 20.
Okay. You make it on. Spiderbite, you definitely feel the weight of an additional bot onto you. And if I recall, Radar is a little bigger than you.
Yes.
So I'm going to need you to roll me a Constitution.
It's getting progressively worse. This is
I
so
imagine that,
bad.
like,
Yeah.
you
And it's
slowly
all
just
Bloodstorm's
sliding
fault.
down the wall. Like, you just hear,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it does skitter across the wall. There is a... And the number I want you to roll is a 15.
and you wanted me to roll Constitution? Or?
Yeah, because you need to concentrate on holding both Aqua, who is holding on the Minicon, and Radar, who jumped onto you, adding more
You
strength.
can do it, baby girl.
Let me go, I can fly.
I got an 18.
I believe.
All right. You successfully figure out your bearing. You are there once more.
The only one who has their stuff together.
You're the one who's causing the problems.
Bloodstorm?
Yes,
Proceed.
I just want to get it all.
Mhm.
I don't think spinning would be a great option here because I haven't been a jet for very long. But I was just kind of gonna wiggle my wingtips a little bit, or try and kind of like fly down a little bit so it scrapes their toes. Like I just want to get him off. Evasive maneuvers, please.
Well, that's not an option. You need to tell me what you are doing, and then I
Oh
will
my
tell you how to
goodness.
roll. I can't just be like, oh yeah, magically got him off. You
Well,
need to
no,
be
I
within
know. I
reason.
just told you I want to try and like shake my wings to try
Yeah.
and get him off. Like,
Is that the one
shake
you
my
want?
wings back and forth.
Is
Sure.
that what you want?
Sure. I don't know. I feel like I should pick that now, but yes.
Okay. I want you to roll me a dexterity, and they will roll a strength.
Okay.
They got a
Gosh,
9.
I have been
What'd you
rolling
get?
so horribly terrible. A 6.
All right, they hold on. They have a death grip on.
Yeah. Now I want to try and scrape them off on the side.
Well, before you do that, more Termagaxes are coming down.
Mhm.
And because they're falling, their speed increases, which each feet they fall per second.
They're gonna reach terminal
And-
velocity. Are they gonna
The
reach
terminal-
Termagax velocity?
Termagax velocity. And we are going to be rolling. There are 6 in addition. So let me roll
This is not great, guys.
2. For each one that I roll, or heads, they will be coming after you, Bloodstorm. 2
Why
will be
me?
Spider Bite. You're the easier target. Okay, you have 2 of them coming for you from the air. 4 of them coming to Spider Bite.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm going to be rolling for each of them, and you tell me if they reached your AC. Let's start with Bloodstorm. 15.
Yes.
Another one latches onto your wing. 11.
No.
One falls to their death and hits and slams the ground.
Thank goodness.
Spider Bite. You ready?
No, but fine.
Okay. Each one that meets or exceeds your AC, I want you to roll me a Constitution.
Okay.
15 will be the first time.
Okay.
Then I'm going to increase the number.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
Oh, this is very not good.
15. Does that hit your AC?
It sure does.
Okay. A Termagax latches onto Radar, who is lashed onto you, increasing the weight.
I got an 11.
Okay. With the 11, you drop 100 feet before reattaching to the wall.
Oh.
Oh.
Roll me 2d6.
Oh.
You take 4 points of damage.
Hey.
Okay, they're going to roll a strength to see if they hold on again, because that's quite a jolt. They're going to roll with disadvantage. Radar, Aqua, and Spider Bite.
What's up?
Spider Bite, you don't need to roll. I'm just going to relay this. Both of you need to roll me a strength. If you can meet or exceed Spider Bite's AC, you have advantage, by the way. You stay clinged on.
Can you boys, like, knock them off or something?
I got a dirty, stinky 20.
Radar, you're
Why are
holding
you
on.
rolling so good, bro?
Because I am on 1 HP, I cannot
I
afford to roll bad.
got a 16.
Aqua, you're still holding on. Let me roll the Termagax real quick. They got a natural 1 with their
Oh.
disadvantage, so they let go or they lose grip when you drop down the 100 feet, and they fall to their death.
Oh,
Okay, that is the first one out of 4.
why would you say that
Let's
to me?
go.
Here's the
Wouldn't that
next
be
one.
the second one? Because we have one attached and one that died.
No, that
Did he
was the
knock
first
one
one that
off?
That was the same
but
one.
The drop
Yeah.
caused them to fall into it.
Okay.
Yeah. 23. Back
Guess
to the top
what?
with this. Okay, your next number you need to hit is a... What number was this? I was increasing it by 2. 17.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use an inspiration. I got a 10.
I
Okay.
believe in you.
Got a nat 20.
Yes,
Perfect.
queen!
I'm gonna let you keep that 20 for this one and the next one.
Bless your spark. Thank you.
But you do have a Termagax on you.
Yes.
Okay. Time for the third Termagax.
Hey.
They rolled a 9. They miss you. They fall to their death.
Oh,
Oh.
The
Oh.
last Termagax. They rolled a 15, but you get to keep that nat 20. You hold stead. There
Yes.
are 2 Termagax on you, Spider Bite, clinging onto you and Radar, and there's 2 Termagax onto Bloodstorm.
Oh. This
Lovely.
mama spider has all her babies.
can
Hold
Aqua
on.
and I fight back?
Hold on.
Okay.
That's what I was just getting to, since we haven't heard much from you two, but I'm going to hear from Aqua first, since
Yeah.
he's been the quiet one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to research something, so I'll let Radar go first to see if one of my things can do something.
I will let you know, it is about 550 feet from the ground, from the bottom of the pit, from where you are in the dip of the hole, just in case anyone needed to know.
Thank you.
Because there is fall damage.
Can I go ahead and kick one of these things off?
If you can meet their AC, of course.
Okay, what's the AC that I gotta meet?
Now that part I will not tell you.
Okay. Do I roll with strength?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I got a 12.
12 does not do it.
That's unfortunate.
They stare at you with their crimson eyes, fueled on intent to kill.
I'd like to think that the energon that's probably dripping down my face blinded me, and I didn't see it. Anyways.
All right, Aqua, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna have my handheld orbital bounce.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to put it inside one of their joint sections and activate it so it takes them away.
Okay.
Is that a possibility? It says it's a single-use item. I can teleport to a location on the planet you're currently on, and then it becomes scrap.
Okay, that is definitely a possibility. They are a unwilling bot, and I won't count this as a use if you miss. If you can put it on them by meeting their AC, you will succeed in doing so. Where are you sending them to?
I wanted to send them to the station that we visited in the orbit.
The wing station? Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Does it have to be inside the station, or can I put it like on the roof of the station?
I think it's a location you've been to, correct?
It says a single-use item allows you to transport from one location on a planet you're currently on to another location on the same planet.
Okay, so it can't be the wing station because that's not on the planet.
It's not on the planet? Okay.
Mhm.
Then I'll send it to our apartment in Voss.
That's great. That's pretty funny.
Dude!
So you can roll me
It's not ours anymore.
a sneak or a strength. Sneak or strength to put it on them.
Okay, well, they're both at 0. So we'll see. I got a 10, but I want to use one of my inspirations.
Okay. And again, if you fail, I won't count it as a use. I'll just count it as like you can't quite get to them because they're wiggling too much or something.
I got a 4, so they wiggle too far.
They wiggle too much. You can't quite put it on them to activate this warp. I do like this idea. At the end of today's session, I'll give you an inspiration.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Gold
I just
star for
don't want you to
Aqua!
immediately use the inspiration. That's all.
That's what
But
they're
I do like that
for.
idea. So you're wiggling around, you're trying to put it on them. They're like staring at you like, stop. We will
I
then.
can just imagine them having that face, like, stop, get me away.
Oh my god.
I would move to Spider Bite, but they've already had a hell of a time concentrating on not falling and losing you guys. We will move to Bloodstorm.
Hi.
What are you doing? You have one on each of your wingtips.
Yeah, I'm trying to like scrape him off. I would do a barrel roll, but she's pretty new to this alt mode, and I really think I would just crash into the wall. So
Oh, one way to find out, you know? You could always roll.
yeah, the way my rolls have been going, I think that's not the best idea. So I'm just gonna try and lean is not the right word because I'm in the air. Kind of drift towards one side and just scrape off one of the Termagaxes. Termagai. I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to make them roll a strength with disadvantage since they are like trying to hold on and also not get scraped. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. They will need to make a 13 or higher. No, because this is difficult. I think 15. 15 makes sense.
That makes sense.
Okay, they rolled a 14. The one on the left side, the first one that got attached to you, you drift and sparks go flying as their hand ignites and melts, and then they fall to their death.
Yes. Haha. Sick.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
I have 2 on me, right?
You have one on you now.
1. Am I able to go to the other side?
I will say yes, but that will be the end of your turn after you attempt this one.
That's fair.
Okay.
I
Ready?
got really scared when I saw that natural 20, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that gave them disadvantage.
Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, with a 6, they also get scraped off and they fall to their death.
Cool. Okay.
Spider bite. We move back to you. You were dealing with a lot, my sweet Spark. Let's
Help me!
yeah.
That's
I
my
need you
next
to-
objective.
I need you to roll me a strength or a constitution.
Okie doke. I will
And
roll
this is
a
to just like
constitution.
focus on maintaining against the wall because you have a lot of weight on you. If you don't meet a 15 or higher, you will drop another 100 feet.
I got a 21.
You hold position.
Hold.
It's a lot of work.
Can I just be like inching my way down slowly?
Very slowly, very much slowly. It's almost a fifth of the speed you were going before.
That's fine. I would assume that the weight pulling me down is doing basically all the work.
Most of the work indeed. I will allow you a bonus action if you wish.
There's not like a ton that I can do. I'm pretty preoccupied just staying on the wall. I was gonna try and I still have some pie that I bought during the show, and I was gonna give it to Radar, but I think my hands are pretty preoccupied.
Okay.
So I would be able to.
We will move on then. Aqua.
Can I have neurosurgery? I would like. It says I can probe into somebody's mind. I must make contact with the victim's head in order to read their mind, and then I get a roll to see if I succeed or not. I want to see what's going on in their head, so I would like to do that.
Okay, they're definitely within arm reach because you are all holding on to the same bond.
Yes, let's see here. Fill in nothing. Okay, so if you may find up to 2 answers you're looking for while probing another's brain module. Afterwards, this ability immediately ends. And I can do it once a day, which I believe I haven't done it before.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking like in the neck, but wherever I need to connect it, I'm trying to connect it there. I roll a d20 plus my constitution.
Do you need to meet their AC essentially?
No, I gotta roll a 13 or higher. If not, then I fail.
Perfect.
That's a 21.
All right, what's your first question?
First, I wanted to see if, what's the source of their frenzy? See if I can.
Okay. The reason for your frenzy. You dig into the Termagax's mind, and to your surprise, this is the first time I think you've used this ability. You hear Termagax's voice in response, and they say it's the insect that's infecting them.
Oh my goodness, that's right.
Cool. And then I wanna. My second answer is.
Second question.
Second question. How can I get it out of them?
This time, the Termagax's voice is a little distorted, as if whatever it was that's controlling them is aware, but they are able to answer you with what they perceive is the answer. Death.
Okay, well, that's the answer for many things, but I didn't think it was going to be this one. Okay, I will inform my fellow brethren. I've found the answer to our problems. They are being controlled by a worm, a parasite, you can call it. I asked to see if we could find a way to get rid of it, and they said death. So don't feel bad on destroying them.
I wasn't, because they tried to destroy us first. But thanks for asking, Aqua.
Is that the end of your turn, Aqua?
Yeah, I think that's my action, so I can't do anything else.
Radar, you're up next.
That's me. I want to kick it.
Okay, let's see it happen.
So straight to the point. I love it.
I know.
I got a 13.
13's not enough.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
You swing your feet and you miss once more. You're too preoccupied with not dying and holding on to Spider Bite.
Can I use a bonus action?
To do.
I have a single energon cube.
Okay,
Can I eat it?
you absolutely can.
I'd like to eat it.
Okay, go for it.
How much
Wait,
does
is
it
that-
heal?
Can we eat our money? Or is that
No,
your
you-
money, or do you have something else?
It might be my
Energon
money.
cubes cannot eat. Sorry.
No!
They are
Oh!
monies. They're too concentrated.
Okay. Never mind.
Like dig into my pocket.
Yeah.
Let me just gnaw on this dollar bill right
Dig
here.
around in there. No. Alright, I guess I'll just go ahead and that's my turn, I suppose.
Okay. We will then move to, I think, Bloodstorm, and then it will be the two Termagax's turn.
I would try to shoot one if I could aim better, but that has
Well,
gone
let's hit.
really poorly last time I tried to do it. There's how many on bite currently? 2 or 1?
2.
2?
Mhm.
Okay. Since it worked last time, can I try and slow down enough to like scrape one of the Termagaxes off, or to like get it to jump onto me instead?
Pick one.
Well, I would like to try and scrape it off of bite.
Okay. Okay. You have chosen your option. Roll me a dexterity or
Okay.
a constitution.
Okay.
And I'm looking for, because this is a difficult maneuver, I'm looking for a 15 or higher.
Okay. Definitely not a constitution, because that's a -2. I got a 17.
Okay. You are able to scrape one off Spider Bite. Let me see if they latch onto you in response. They roll a 21. They do.
Yeah, I just want to keep going slow, and I want to scrape him off the side of the wall again.
Okay. They need to roll a 15, I believe, is what I said, with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
They do. They roll a 19. They maneuver to a safer position on your wing tip and are no longer in danger to you scraping them against the wall. With that,
Yeah.
it will be the Termagax's turn. Let's start with the one that you scraped off Spider Bite.
Great.
They're going to try to punch you
Ouch. The heck?
with a 9.
No.
You're too wiggly. Your wings
Wiggle,
are moving.
wiggle, wiggle.
You've been
Wiggle,
trying to kill
wiggle,
them. They can't handle it. The other one, however, that's on Spider Bite. Lapis, you're 1. Hex, you're 2.
I'm 1. Don't say that to me. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I'll gladly take a hit for you, Radar.
Hex
Radar
does a
has
15
1 hit
land.
point.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Landing 9 points of damage.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
Goodness.
Are you alive?
No, I'm alive. Just not that much.
Okay.
Bite has the most health of all of us, I think.
Yeah, they're your healing tank.
Our healing tank.
Thank goodness.
If I get another
Dad.
hit, I'll be down.
Let's give it to Spider Bite. I know I did not make you guys roll initiatives, but this was meant to be more like fast paced.
Yeah.
It's working. It's working well.
Spider Bite,
Yeah,
what
I'm
would you
real
like to do?
stressed. I was gonna see about healing Radar, but I used both of my Medic's Hand ability last session, and the day hasn't passed, so I can't
They
use
have
it.
not passed.
I can't use it
You guys
again.
take too
And I-
long with turns and actions. What do you want to
And
do?
I can't attack because hands are preoccupied. I guess the only really thing that I can do is just to keep on moving down. Just keep on trucking. That's kind of it.
I'll give you advantage then on rolling to make sure you can maintain your connectivity to the wall. I'm looking for a 13 or higher.
With Constitution again, or
Yes.
Okay.
Or strength. Your choice.
I got another nat 20.
Nice, nice. Second nat 20 of the night. All right, yeah, you maintain. You are holding strong. Killbite, you're next.
Please get them off me.
Okay, I will try my best. I'm so scared of hitting you with an attack. I will.
Just hit Radar. It'll be
Take out
fine.
You're not Bloodstorm. There's no way you would hit that.
Okay,
Oh,
no,
man.
this is not a hit radar session, all right?
I'll
Well, not
use.
yet.
I'll
Nice.
pick up the SMG and try to shoot him.
Oh my god.
Okay, roll the hit.
If radar gets hit again, he dies. Just for a little bit of a reminder.
You know, tell that to the dice gods.
If he dies, he dies.
If he dies in the game,
We'll
he
fix
dies
you.
in real life.
Oh my gosh.
We'll
We'll
find
fix you.
Oh, it's in progress. 21.
21, you hit. You
Well
hit the
done.
Terminac. They are going to roll a constitution to see if they can maintain holding on while you are doing this. They rolled a 2, so they will fall after you shoot them.
6 points of damage.
As you blast them, rat-a-ta-ta-ta, they let go of Spider Bite and they fall to their death.
Nice shot, Aqua.
Radar,
Thank you.
it
Yeah.
is now your turn.
Is Bloodstorm within a distance that I can see?
You can see absolutely. Reaching, mayhaps not.
Is this a distance where like I could be confident shooting?
Good question.
I don't like that answer.
Really gotta ponder that one.
Yeah, because you're like 1 health. They did shoot you. You are aware of this.
Mm-hmm.
This is a scary, intense situation.
The
Bloodstorm,
adrenaline's
how much?
pumping.
Yeah.
Can
You do
I
have one
ask?
hand holding on to Spider Bite.
Can I ask out of character if Bloodstorm is like at full health or not?
No,
Currently.
you cannot ask that question.
Okay.
What?
No,
What?
they cannot answer that question.
I feel pretty good though.
Ignore her.
I didn't see how much
I
health
will
I had.
throw you in the timeout corner.
I'll be real. I'll be real with you. I think Radar is confident enough in his shooting abilities, and anyways.
Roll
Whether
the
or
hit.
not
No.
his shooting abilities match is the question.
Yeah, we'll see if I hit you or if I
Wow.
if
You better
I
not
hit the
me.
thing or
It'll
if
be
I
payback.
Got your paint.
I got an 8.
Okay. You miss. Blasting along the walls next to Bloodstorm.
Oh, alright. Well, I mean, that's pretty
Primus
solid,
radar?
I'd say. Hey, at least I didn't hit you.
Aim a little bit, will you?
I can't see, as a count, to the energon in my optics right now, thanks to a certain somebody. Anyway,
Bloodstorm, it is your turn.
I end my turn, yeah.
I can't believe Bloodstorm is really complaining about this.
I know!
Alright. Bloodstorm,
Can I hit-
reminder, Termigax shuffled further down
Yeah.
your wing, or I guess closer inward, so they cannot be scraped against the wall.
Yeah, I want to hit the brakes
Okay?
as hard as I can to try and throw them.
Okay, as a jet, hitting the brakes isn't as, like,
Well, I'm assuming I can hover, right?
you're assuming. You can hover. Is that an ability you have in jet mode?
Ooh, if I read my character sheet closer, I would be able to answer that better.
Here's a reminder. The answer is no.
No, frag.
You have hover in your bot mode, though.
Can I try and... I'll try and transform and throw them. I doubt that's going to go well, but I'll try it. I'm pretty desperate at this point.
Okay. You transform while they are holding onto your wing. I'm going to let them roll a con. I think the concentration is making sure they are holding on. 15, they are holding on still while you are hovering in your bot mode. They are on your back at this point because that's where your wings shift to because you are a seeker with the classic seeker bot mode. So now they are on your back.
So I just have...
Was that using your bonus action or half your movement?
Probably my bonus action. Because my follow-up was going to be, do I have maneuverability in hover mode, or can I only hover?
What does your ability say?
It may last up to 3 turns during combat. Equal to your... Okay, I can move up, down, forward, backward, left, or right, as long as it's a legal direction.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to have Constitution. I just wanted to try to fly backwards and slam them into the wall. Is there on my back now?
Yeah, that'll allow that. That makes sense to me. I will let them roll a strength to see if they hold on. They hold on.
Man, they are just... I can't do anything. I think that's... Well, if that's half my movement... Or no, that transformation is...
So bonus action was your transformation.
Right.
And then you use your movement to stop and then move against the wall. So then you just have your normal actions left.
A normal action left. Frag. I guess, can I try and slice them with my arm blades? Like, because if they're on my back, and I'm assuming they're at least relatively almost equal to my height, then they would have to either have some part of them wrapped around me, or their legs or arms are dangling, in which case I could probably slice or attempt to slice or dislodge some part of them. I could try to like elbow them and like try to hit them with my arm blades.
I'll say yes, but you have disadvantage since it is your back.
That's fair. I'm probably not going to hit them the way this is going. Strength, which is a +2. Okay, well that was a natural 20, and that was a 5. Gosh, that's so depressing.
That is depressing because a 5 does not do it.
A natural 20 doesn't do anything?
Nope, not if it's disadvantaged. You are wiggling wildly. You're hovering and twisting and turning, trying to get this guy off you. Radar, Spider-Bite, and Aqua, you all see this happening, and you're just like, wow. It is now their turn, and they're going to try to punch you in the face.
This is payback.
7. They miss, because you're turning and wiggling too wildly. With that, it brings us to Aqua's turn.
Nah, man, I will try to hit them while they're wiggling in the air.
That is such a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm going to give you
Do
disadvantage.
you want them off of you or not? Like, there's nothing I can do.
I don't want you to shoot me.
Well,
I have enough problems. I have enough problems.
Since Bloodstorm is wiggling and waggling, you do have disadvantage, Aqua, but you are welcome to fire when ready.
Oh, Primus.
a 13?
With disadvantage, I think that's a 5.
Sorry, yes, the 3. Never mind. Yes, 5.
You missed. Firing wildly and just hitting the wall behind Bloodstorm.
Dang it. Okay.
Aqua!
I'm trying to help you.
You're gonna shoot me.
Radar.
You'll be fine.
Can I, you know what, I'm gonna like kind of duck my head down to bite. Hey, Ed, would you happen to have anything for a bit of a pick-me-up, or?
She's gonna like slowly look at you and give you just a rotten stink eye. Yes,
Good job,
I do.
bro.
Thanks.
I have some food. She's like struggling.
I would do more to help, but Bloodstorm did shoot me and all, and I ain't certain how much longer I'll be awake.
Fine. Just take it.
All right. Thank you kindly. And I would like to steal that food.
Hold on. How is it being transferred to radar?
Oh, he's taking it off my person.
All right, where is it on your person?
I would assume it is like tucked away on my back.
On your back? Okay. Radar?
Yeah.
I need you to shuffle around.
Oh, but aren't I on the back currently?
You are.
Can
I don't like the way you said that.
Explain to me how you're going to grab it.
Oh, well, I mean, I was just gonna stick my hand out and take it. But I saw
What's your other hand doing?
Holding on, like my whole arm is. I assume my whole arm is like wrapped around Bite.
Okay. What are your legs doing?
They're attached firmly.
Attached firmly.
Firmly grasp it.
You know how a child will like grab onto their father's leg.
What is going on here? Come on.
No. A child grabs on to the father's leg. That is how I am attached currently.
Okay.
You're trying to do piggyback.
Roll me a strength with advantage.
Okay.
And if you can meet a 15 or higher, you remain attached. Because you are heavily wounded.
Yeah, but if I use the personal teleportation thing, am I the bad guy? Just on myself?
No, I wouldn't judge you at all.
Just go to the ground.
I got a 16.
Okay. You maintain and you get the item.
Yummy. I'd like to eat the item.
It's a piece of pie. It heals for
Yum.
1d4 plus 4.
Yum! Alright, let me see how much I get.
Goodbye, piece of pie.
I got 7 health back. We're back up to 8, baby. I ain't dying anymore.
Alright. Anything else you would like to do for your turn, Radar?
I'd like to give Bite a very gentle little pat on the helm. That is my thank you.
Spider-Bite, it is your turn.
I got nothing better to do but just keep on trekking.
Keep it on.
Oh.
Bloodstorm, can you bring us home?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and slam this guy into the wall again.
Oh, wow. Very forward. Alright.
A little extra
Would you like
oomph.
to describe it?
Sure. I'm flying, I'm wiggling, I'm hovering, I'm trying to grab this guy and get him off me. And I'm just gonna hit my thrusters and like angle my feet back so I go right into the wall. Backwards.
I love how it cut off right when you said that.
Smack!
Alright.
Right into
We
the
will
wall.
roll strength with disadvantage, and I'm looking for a 15 or higher. They got a 20. They're holding on.
With disadvantage?
Oh, wait, disadvantage. 8. They fall to their death.
I was like, hold on a second, buddy.
Yep, you're right. I can't talk sometimes. They fall to their death. There are no more Termigaxes. All of them have fallen to their death. At this point in time, you're probably about 450 feet from the bottom. What would you like to do?
I'd like to fall to my death, please. No.
Okay.
I guess I could take somebody off of Bite and go to the ground.
Is there any possibility of being dropped? This is a really important question.
Well, I'm in bot mode currently, so I'll just go kind of grab somebody and just like...
I want specifics. I don't want just somebody. I want names.
Well, is Aqua still here, or did he teleport out?
No, I'm safe. Don't pick me up. Pick somebody else.
Aqua's got a creature attached. There's a little
I guess
mini-bot.
Raider's bigger. Get him off.
I was gonna say, I can grab Radar then. I'm gonna fly over, and I'll like take your hand, and then what's the best way to do this? Because I would love to just like wrap my arms around you and just go to the ground. But if you're like clutching on to Bite, that might be a little bit difficult.
I'll let go if you're going to grab me, but if you drop me, I will never forgive you.
If you let go, I'm gonna try to grab you. That is my goal. Yes. So if you choose to let go, that you accept the risk of falling to your death.
No, I don't sign that contract. But I do allow you to grab me.
Okay, I'm gonna grab you.
Thank you. Can you lift me up like baby Simba?
I don't think I have the arm strength to do that. I'm just gonna what are they when you like grab the football and you like tuck it in? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna grab you and I'm just gonna
the arm tuck.
I'm just gonna hood and grab you with like a football.
Solid.
All right. No dice rolls. You do it.
Thank goodness. Oh my gosh.
The Allspire.
Spider bite, Aqua, what do you do?
I want down on the ground so bad. Can I since Aqua is, I mean, he's like a little bit smaller than me. Can I more nimbly start navigating my way to the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Go to the ground.
Bloodstorm, Radar, you make it to the ground first, obviously. There are 7 dead Termagaxes, some of them piled on top of each other. They're dead. Some of them are in pieces, energon everywhere. And then shortly after that, Spiderbite and Aqua make it down to the bottom of this dip. There are 2 tunnels going in opposite directions with little ramps that are like little jumps to help them, the actors and performers shoot directly straight up out of this arena or dip. And these tunnels seem to go further down. There are doors, corridors down those directions.
I want to see if any of... Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
Kilo.
Before we leave the Termagax's bodies, Aqua would like to get one of the worms so he could study it. Can I use my mounting climber hooks to rip the chest open and try to find the worm? And if it's alive, just kill it? Because I just want to know what's going on. Because I don't have a way to keep it. So I noticed what it did. I just want to study what it's made of and what might have happened.
I was going to say I was going to try and grab the little insect parasite from their tongue because I saw that.
Yeah, I don't know where it is, so I'm just open straight. Chest open.
I want to assist you.
I don't know if I'm doing it yet, so I'm waiting for the
Yeah, let's let Aqua go first because they did talk first. You begin using your hooks. This is your brain. God damn, dude.
When he does that,
I don't have any other.
I'm not judging you, but I am kind of judging you.
When he does that,
no,
can I?
No,
I was just gonna say something.
Wait your turn. Aqua, describe to me what you're doing, and then clickbait. You can.
Okay,
jump
fair
in.
enough.
Yeah. So I know there's a parasite. So I take out my hooks, forgetting that I have a scythe, and I just grab the Termagax that's on the top. I flip it over, and then I open their chest cavity to find the parasite.
Okay.
By inserting the hook and just kind of pulling down.
When you open the chest cavity to begin your autopsy, if you will, crude autopsy.
Yes.
There is no spark in the chest of the Termagag. All right, clickbait. What is the thing you would like to describe?
Aqua, are you good? What are you doing?
I wish to analyze these parasites.
It's in their mouth.
Oh, why didn't you say it sooner? I'll go
You
to the
didn't
mouth.
say anything, Aqua.
I'm so proud of Aqua right now. I'd like to think if anybody remembers that scene from Steven Universe where Garnet gets stars in her eyes, that's Radar right now.
Be
However,
careful.
I want to know what Spiderbite thinks because I know they have thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, I think Bite is probably going to be watching Aqua and then kind of just nestle by his side and probably just join in with him, checking to make sure that they have all their... I mean, if they're missing a spark, if they're missing anything else, any other vital organs or anything.
Would you like to feed on? No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
She, looks a little tasty to her.
Okay. As Aqua moves to the mouth, Spiderbite, you continue towards the autopsy to see if they can have any other parts in them. You do not see any of the organs, such as a T-cog or a fuel transition piece. You only see the bare minimum, the things that keep it running. It is built as if it was made to be a monoformer, non-intellectual robot, as if it's being manipulated by something else or it runs on its own programming sequence.
Very, very bare bones.
Very bare bones, yes.
Okay. Her hands are covered in energon, and then she just kind of taps her chin with her dirty hand off it, just kind of smearing it around. I'm
Aqua.
surprised they're functioning.
You get to the mouth. You open it up. You do not see the insect Bloodstorm speaks of, but you do see on the tongue of the Termagax 5 holes on the edges of the tongue and a single dot as if there was a piercing through the middle of the tongue at one point.
Interesting. Bloodstorm, there's no insect in here. Are you sure it was in their mouth?
I'm positive, but if those things survived the fall and the bodies didn't, then I wouldn't have stuck around either.
Fascinating. DM, can I take a picture with my tablet of the tongue holes?
Yes, you can.
He's such a little
Okay.
iPad
Take a
kid.
picture.
Radar, what are you doing?
It's really precious.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe like poking one of the things with like my foot. One of the
Is
corpses.
this the same one or a different corpse? Or
No, one of the other ones.
Okay.
Like there's a nice big pile. I'm just kind of poking it with my foot.
Okay, let me roll something.
That's
Oh, no.
horrifying. Why would you say that to me?
It's your lucky day.
What were you gonna
Oh
do?
my goodness, your lucky day. Whoa.
When you kick it,
Uh-huh.
its mouth moves open and a red beetle insect
Ew.
scurries out of its mouth and begins running towards your way madly.
Ew! Ew! I see it. Can I stomp on it?
You may.
I'm gonna stomp it. What do I gotta roll?
Strength,
Okay.
D20 plus strength.
I got 14 to stamp it. I'm gonna stamp that
Alright.
critter.
You stamp it, brushing it. It crunches underneath you. It once was glowing with red on its thorax portion of the beetle's body, but now it is grayed out and turned into teeny tiny bits.
Good. Hey, those things ain't gone. This one just tried to come for me.
You found one? Aqua will rush over, try to pick
Alright,
up the little
it
pieces.
There's
found
nothing left
me.
of it really. It's just little crisp.
Oh. I'll still take a picture.
I'm sorry, I panic stamped it. It was in my blood.
Be careful, there might be more.
There most
No
certainly
worries.
are. It definitely
shouldn't
came out of
steal.
that thing's mouth.
What did it look like?
Little red beetle type thing. It was glowing. It's not glowing anymore. I think it might have been possibly looking for, if these things were its host, maybe a new host since it was heading for me, but
It's
I
likely.
ain't
That
too sure.
hypothesis would be correct, but I would like to study more.
Hey, did anybody consider the fact that maybe this is what caused those other Termagax to go haywire? The ones that, we saw on the news?
That's one of the things that I was thinking, but someone or something is behind this, and I'm curious if the main Termagax is aware that this is happening.
Well, Aqua was communicating with it, and you said something about it being in its mouth, right?
I communicated with the body I connected to. I don't believe it was the real Termagax, just the memories.
We should
Interesting.
probably talk to Termagax.
Didn't
eventually.
Termagax give us her number?
I don't think they did. I think
It's-
we saw them
it-
last in Crystal City.
Yeah, DM is what is Termagax? What was their pronouns? I thought it was she.
She
She? Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was saying that right. Termagax found dead. I could have sworn she gave us her phone number.
They gave us items, but I don't think
don't-
that
I
they
don't think
did, or I would have
Termagax
made note of
gave you
that.
phone number.
Okay. Is that like public knowledge, do you think? Actually, you know what? Let me say that in character. Hey, Aqua, do you think you could try and look up to see if there's any way we can contact Termagax?
And do. Goes into tablet.
We can also just head for Crystal City, but I do think getting out of here may be the place to go, but we do still need to take that minicon to a med center.
Yeah, I also suggest we find an alternative route to Crystal City other than the trains. I still ain't trusting those.
Oh, Bloodstorm rolls
Let's
rise.
focus on getting out of here first.
DM, is there like a tunnel out?
There are 2 tunnels.
That's right, there are 2 tunnels.
Which one's out? Only one of you know.
Oh, I look at Aqua.
Why are you looking at me?
The way out, Aqua.
I assume you
Oh,
have a map?
Yes. DM, what's the way out? I look at my map.
All right,
Shenanigans.
the tunnel to the right leads to a backstage door exit. Some way, maybe fans don't like bum rush the actors and performers, the secret passages that leads secretly close to the train station. The other direction seems to be a dead end, just filled with rooms, locker rooms, a washroom, a refuel room, and a restroom. Not a restroom, but a rest room.
Resting sounds like a good idea, but we should probably get to a med center. Do you think there'd be energon in the refuel room?
Probably it's refuel.
Is anybody super injured still, or are we okay?
White slowly raises her hand.
I'm
She is
I'm still,
beat up.
Yeah.
Looking at the schematic, on the left we have locker rooms, a refuel room, and a rest room. On the right, there's a backstage door, and it leads to the subways.
It's up to
Well,
you guys.
Bite, what do you want to do? Because we do still have this mini-bot in tow, so we need to figure out what we're doing with that as well.
I'd like to not linger around here any longer than we have to. I'd like to get out of here, most likely find some sort of medical center, drop off the little bot, patch ourselves up, and then reassess.
Agreed, I think that's a good plan.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
Bloodstorm is very curious because she hasn't really seen any other flyers other than Black Shadow, like up close. She just saw these guys. Is one of the locker rooms close by? She just kind of wants to try the handle and just peek inside and see what's inside.
There are several locker rooms. Each of them have a door shut and seem to have some sort of keypad access code in front of the door.
Can I just try 0000?
Does not open.
Damn. Can I?
At least
can
the
I
first
try,
one does not open.
Can I try my decryptors?
Explain what they do.
You may use decryptors to gain advantage to disable traps or open smart locks. Has 5
Okay.
uses.
You may.
What roll is that? Well, never mind. I lied. It's D20 plus wisdom. That's a D2. Hold on. Can't type today.
Do I need to give you a number or does it tell you?
I think you have to tell me.
13.
Okay, I got 2 19s.
219. You open the door.
Ooh, what's inside?
You slowly creak in. It is dark. Very dark.
Just imagine there's some poor bot in here.
It
I
opens
turn on the
wide.
light.
Empty. Very empty. Too empty, perhaps.
It's scaring me.
Reaching along the sides of the wall. Still yet to find the switch.
I freaking jumped.
The door is creaking still as it opens.
My premise.
You
And?
hear a scuttering little footsteps near you.
I turn around really fast. Turn on the light.
Still
don't
reaching
know.
for the light you cannot find.
Do I have headlights I could turn on? Or the landing light?
You are a tetrajet. What
Oh,
light?
do I
Lights
have
are
a
for
landing?
losers.
Landing?
You find the light. It lights up the room. It is
Oh,
empty.
thank Primus. Oh,
The
what was in the
scuttering
door?
noise you heard was a retro rat finding a little hole in the edge of the wall and
Oh,
disappearing
Primus.
inside this
what's-
room.
Bloodstorm, that is breaking and entering. You
It's
are
fine,
breaking the
Aqua.
law.
Aqua,
Don't be
we're
such a drama
currently
queen.
trespassing.
I just wanted to
It
look.
was an emergency, hence
Yeah, well-
why we're down here.
It's still an emergency, Aqua. Maybe there's something in here we could use.
You creep further into the room.
The locker room has
Oh.
something we can use.
Maybe.
The
Have you
walls
ever
are
been in a
lined up
locker
with
room?
lockers, 12 on each side. All of them have a padlock of some kind. There's a bench. Someone left behind a bag.
Dude,
What
I
stalker?
hope you
man.
have PTSD.
Wow.
The last time you touched a bag, you got launched out of a train.
Oh, that's fair. Can I smack the bag?
You can. It is made of
Oh my god.
a cloth material.
I'm still gonna smack it.
It does not make a noise because it means they're made out of cloth material.
Oh, okay, cool.
But you do
Can I-
hear some liquid rattling around inside of it.
Oh, maybe it's energon. I'm gonna open it and look.
You open it. There is a vial that appears to look like energon.
Okay, cool. I'll grab it.
Okay?
One vial of. Is it a large vial, a small vial?
It's a small.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
That's all you find.
Is there any
Can you-
decoration in the room?
Can you do me one favor?
Yeah, of course. What's
Put
up?
an asterisk next to that vial in your inventory, and if you ever use it, let me know.
I put one vial of maybe energon.
Perfect.
That was one of the most cursed things I've heard our DM say in a while.
Dude, this entire session's been cursed. Okay.
I hope you
has-
forget
it
about that
has.
and drink it.
It literally says one small vial of maybe question mark energon. Really what she just wanted to see was she wanted to see if there was like any decoration. Like she kind of wanted to see what it looked like to be a seeker or a jet because she hasn't seen a lot of them up close.
Mm-hmm. There's none in that angle that you look at, but when you turn around to leave the room, there is a massive poster of the same bot that Radar, Spider-Bite, and Aqua saw in their rooms. Very proud seeker. Reds, whites, blue arms. They look full of themselves, quite frankly, but everybody loves them in this poster.
Does it say their name in the poster?
Does not.
Who are you? She's gonna look for a minute, and then I guess she'll just leave because she doesn't have the time to break into all of the things, and that seems like really extra. And I don't
And
know
you
who
would
that
be
bot
breaking
is,
the law.
so I'm not gonna. I don't care.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
But yeah, she'll just sigh and walk out, but to join the group again.
Where's the group going?
The right tunnel.
To the right
The nearest
tunnel.
med center.
The correct
You
tunnel.
begin heading down this tunnel. It's a little bit of a walk, kind of tiring. You guys had a long day, and I mean a long day. One of you almost died twice in just one day. You make it towards the end, the backstage exit. You exit the wind tunnel arena through the rear exits. Don't like how I said this, but we're continuing forward. Once you leave, it spits you out near the train station. It is oddly quiet outside. There is almost no one around. And when I mean almost no one, I mean you maybe see one other bot.
Shall we return to the apartment to recharge?
Your thing didn't work, right? Just to like recap, you didn't send those things to the apartment.
I don't think we have the apartment anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we get that.
My device did not work, but since Bloodstorm is breaking and entering, I figured she would break into the apartment.
Aqua, those are two very different things.
You said it didn't matter.
It depends on the potential consequences, Aqua. Cost
You
versus
said the
benefit
threat
analysis.
is still out there. We need a place to stay.
We can try and rent a room.
Aqua, were you able to find anything on Termigax's contact? Because if you were, she may be able to set us up with something for the time being.
Can you also look up the nearest med center? We need to get this little guy to a facility.
I don't think I have gotten the information yet. I will keep on looking. One was me, one was Aqua, so nobody gets confused.
I can tell. Can you search up the nearest medical
Okay,
center?
Aqua, find me the nearest
I was gonna say, did you say can you Google?
I was gonna, but then I was like, Google doesn't exist, so I had to try
Gaggle.
I will open 2 tabs.
because I was looking at our notes,
Multitask.
and there's no medical center listed
and
off.
Termigex number on the yellow Cybertronian pages.
Okay, you open the data pad. It seems any information you try to search for about Crystal City does not appear. The medical center is inside the city towards the center of Voss. It is on the 53rd floor.
Can you tell us that?
Yeah, let me type. Let me finish typing. Okay. We have a problem. Crystal City does not appear on the records.
Shocker.
Second problem. The medical facility is in the center of Voss on the 53rd floor, which only one of us can reach. Never mind. Let me clarify. 2 of us could reach.
I can take him, it's fine.
But should we? They did not want to go there.
He changed his mind, didn't he?
No.
I
They
don't
have
think
not
did.
Made it for him?
since we moved
Yeah.
them.
Speaking of which, who has Little Man? Aqua?
I do.
Can you ask him again, maybe?
Yeah, can we check out Little Man?
Oh
Is he a limp?
How are you doing? As I shake him.
no!
I was gonna
Just
say
shake
they
my
fell.
hand.
I was gonna say they fell asleep or went to rest mode during the walk out of the tunnel.
Oh, well then
But
they're asleep.
they definitely wake up when you shake them.
How are you doing?
They seem panicked to like they definitely feel like this is evident, even if you don't speak their language. They don't know why you're shaking them.
Can I gently take the mini con out of Aqua's hands so that he doesn't get shaken anymore?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I type on the tablet. What? How are you doing?
They type on tablet.
Yes.
No. And then they push the tablet away and they don't want to look at it.
They said no, which does not answer my question.
Does not compute.
Why don't we just drop him here and let him do what he wants to do? He ain't interested in the medical centers. Y'all didn't let me turn him in when I could have. His only father is dead. Let him do what he wants to do. He ain't injured.
Aqua, can you ask him to nod or shake his head if he, in regards to whether he wants to go to the medical center? That way he doesn't have to type.
Okay. I'll type shake head if want to go to medical center. Press play.
No response.
Well,
They're not responding.
we should get him checked out anyways. He could be hurt. And I guess we'll figure out pretty quickly when we get to the medical center whether or not he wants to be there. If he starts freaking out again, then we can just turn around.
I think that's fair. I wouldn't mind going to a medical facility myself anyways, so.
But since we're in Voss, I should probably be the one to check him in since I can fly. And I don't know how well they respond to non-flight based alt modes trying to get treatment for another bot.
Only one way to find out.
With that logic, would they even assess the little one since he does not fly?
I don't know. I don't know much about minicons, but it's more likely that they will, I think, if I ask them, since you guys said you were having trouble before.
Yes, they were rather condescending. All
Does
because we
not-
can't fly.
Compute.
Anyways, we should go then so that we can try and find a place to stay or figure out what to do next.
I guess I follow.
Okay.
But on the walk, I want to research the bug and see if I can find something that's a red beetle.
Okay. You begin your research, and a reminder, Voss does not maintain their streets. You are being very hesitant and careful as you're walking about. A lot of the sidewalk is cracked, broken, or missing, allowing treacherous journey and perhaps another visit to the sewer if you're not careful. You begin getting closer and closer to the center of Voss. You reach it to the medical facility, although there is no entrance on the ground floor once again. What do you do?
I'll be right back. Let me get him checked in and I'll come back for you guys.
Understood.
Okay, bye.
Or I can take probably one of you with me.
Bite puts her hands up.
All right,
She
come
wants
on,
that
Bite.
piece. Yes.
Alright, that's gonna leave Radar and Aqua behind. Now then,
We're zooming.
do this.
Boat boys.
I'll bring it back in a minute.
Oh no.
Alright, you make it to the 53rd floor of the building, carrying both Spiderbite and the Minicon. The automatic doors open wide as you make it to the landing pad.
It's so nice to be carried for once. Oh,
You've had a day, Bite. I'll walk through the doors.
You walk
Hello?
through the doors to the registration room. No one's home.
No one's home?
are the
It
lights
is
on?
Entirely empty. Lights are on.
Is there like a bell I can go bing, bing, bing?
You hate me. Don't so much, huh? You're like, well, how many sound effects can we get in here?
Ding, ding,
Yes,
ding,
there's a
ding,
bell.
ding.
Bing, 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 bing.
No one arrived.
Oh, Primus.
And
Does
if you
it,
take note, on your way here, you don't think you've ran into anyone else either.
does
I
it
bet.
look like nice and orderly? Like everyone just went poof? Or is it sort of like people scrambled and
People
stuff-
scrambled and left.
There's like stuff everywhere.
Yeah. Crushed data pads, crushed trains, canes, wheelchairs, documents,
Would it-
screens.
Oh.
Would it be reasonable to assume there's a TV in this lobby?
There is.
Can I turn it on and see what the news is saying?
Yes. At first, it reaches static till you find a channel. You make it to a channel, and it's the same replay as earlier, what Aqua portrayed to you. There's Tiger Moth, and he's inviting everyone to see the primes. And then it splits to the scene where it goes static in the tunnel
Do
arena.
not trust those in charge. All they wish to do is benefit themselves For far too long, we, the people, have lacked the means to determine our own destinies, to reach out into the stars and explore new worlds. All of this has been taken from you, from us. Gather in Iacon, prepare yourselves, and witness those in power only help themselves. It's time to rise up.
And the static snaps and the stadium goes silent once more. And then there's more like of the wind tunnel arena, of the jets being shown off. And then it jumps to like the anchor who's talking about the highlights of it. And then they're like talking how important it is to see the return of the primes with your own optics. Several of the bots leave, right? More bots leave. And then the anchor, the bot, says they just got news of a possible connection to the murders in Crystal City. The ones who murdered the Termigaxes that were thrown out of the building. And it shows a clip of you four.
Yep, there it is.
In the dip, digging through the dead Termigaxes. And it like jumps around and it shows them dropping from the dip without you guys in it. It shows from the bottom angle, so you only see the bodies drop. And then moments later, when you arrive back down there and digging through the bodies. And they're saying these are the possible subjects. They must be under the influence, or they are not the sparks we thought they could have been potential. And this is why we need to do something about new sparklings being brought into the society.
Oh, Bite.
Oh,
This is not good.
no, not at all. What do we do?
I don't know. I don't know if the truth will work.
I'm not sure. Here, let's set the little one down. I know no one's here, but regardless of what's happening, they should be safe here.
We can't just leave him, though. Maybe go back to a room and see if there's not something you can use to help patch him up or scan him or something. Make sure he's okay. And I guess I can go get the others. I don't know what to do.
Yes, they definitely should be aware of what's happening. Let me go see if I can scrounge up some supplies for us. And Bite's gonna just go back to the rooms and start doing a little bit of exploring.
Okay. You get immediately stopped because the doors need a clearance badge to get past the registration rooms into the doctor's quarters and such and such.
That makes sense. Can I like search? Because I'm assuming there's like a main desk where like you check in and check in for your appointment. Can I check around that to see if there's any like documents with a code or a badge?
Check into drawers.
Yeah.
Because if everyone left in a hurry, someone probably set their badge down.
They could have dropped their key card, badge, whatever.
I
you
will
call it.
roll to see if that's the case. You do not find a badge.
Do we find a code?
You find a remote, another one for the TV, a secret one that has a little sticky note. It's like sometimes the patients turn up the TV. I secretly turn it down in protest.
I love that.
Well, shoot, do I just break the door down? But like thinking aloud.
There's probably security cameras in here, and I don't think that would help our situation if we break into a medical facility.
I'm going to bring the two in. I want you guys to be quiet. You guys are beneath the tower. Spiderbite and Bloodstorm have left you behind. What are you doing?
Yeah, so Aqua is on his tablet. He's playing Galaga.
Oh, Radar's watching.
And Raider's watching.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear footsteps.
Oh, no.
Oh. I guess
Oh,
I look at them.
I turn the direction.
A seeker
Oh,
making their way closer to you.
Greetings.
Does this look like the same seeker that was being mean like 2
That was
episodes
being
ago?
weird earlier.
Yeah, the freak.
No, it's
Okay.
not that one.
Okay, I was
one.
just making sure.
This one's green.
I think the other one was green.
Was they?
I think they
I
were.
thought they were like a
I
murky
don't
brown,
remember.
but
Nah.
Okay,
this one's
well,
like a bright
no.
neon green.
okay. Do they look like they're gonna kill us?
That's a great question. Great question. I
Uh-huh.
love these kind of questions. They're lovely and they're brilliant
Yeah.
and they just make so much sense. And I
Yeah.
definitely don't need to go over here and check my notes real quick.
Uh-huh.
They are unsettling. How about that?
Oh, okay. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of creepy looking.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
Can we help?
Ew! Oh my god!
What are you doing over here?
Oh god.
We are waiting for our siblings.
Oh, you're going to miss the event.
Event?
The primes, they're making a return.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that
heard.
is correct. But we go where our siblings go. I'm sure they won't take long.
Is that right?
Yes.
Perhaps
Sorry.
you won't mind if I tag along. I just want to make sure you guys are the safest you can be. Being
No.
sparklings and all.
Actually, I'd prefer if you kept your distance. How does this man know we're babies? Anyways.
That's a great question,
We were on the
Radar.
news, weren't we?
Yeah, but now we don't look anything like we did when we were a baby.
Oh.
You're gonna need to take a couple steps back.
Is that so?
Oh my god, I can't take you seriously.
What is the fastest way to get to the Primes show?
Oh my gosh.
Well, you don't have flight mode, so I suppose the train for you. Which I'd
Great.
be happy to protect you on the way there.
Now we can protect ourselves just fine. Appreciate the information. Go ahead and get lost.
Oh, it wasn't a suggestion.
Well, I ain't asking, buddy. Leave.
Okay, if you say so. But I'm not moving. And when he says that, a blue seeker drops next to him with some nice, like, thundering tattoos along their wings. And then a bright yellow one drops next to them.
Hello. And who are you?
I put a hand on Aqua's shoulder, and I'd like to, like, kind of tuck him behind me and just kind of puff my chest out.
They'll be your escorts.
Like I said, we don't need anyone helping us out. Go ahead
That
and
is
move along.
correct. Our siblings are coming
The
shortly.
blue one and yellow one move closer. The yellow one is a femme, kind of small, but they look nearly mint, as if they're brand new and untouched by any form of time or decay. The blue one is big, he's tough, he's thick. He looks serious.
Might I go ahead and mention that we are under the protection of Black Shadow, one of the highest ranking seekers there are?
Black Shadow. Yes, we know him.
Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend tussling with us.
Is that so?
That is correct. He does not play games.
No, he doesn't. The blue one and yellow one get closer. They are roughly 15 feet away.
If I start taking a couple steps back with Aqua, are they like following?
Yes, they are moving a little quicker each time you do that.
Man, okay, my scout's invisibility is so useless. Okay.
Such a useless power.
It's not useful when I want to keep Aqua from dying. Because it says right there, ability ends when you make contact with another character, which means I can't take Aqua with me. Well, I wanted to make us both disappear, but I can't.
Where are you going?
Does your little thingy only work for one person, your teleporter?
It says it teleports you, so I'm assuming it's just me, because in the description it says range self. So I'm assuming
Okay.
it's just me.
Okay, and unfortunately neither of us can drive or fly away. Do you have any ideas?
No.
Yeah, my thought was either we run or I'm gonna punch one of these guys, but I have 8 HP right now, and I don't think that's smart.
Wait. The
Uh-huh.
other solution would be going back into the sewers. Running away in the liquid.
Dude, you know what? Actually, I'm for it.
Okay.
I have an alligator head. I can scare the bigger ones off with it.
We'll see. I look at Radar and be like, I have a plan. Follow my lead. And I will run and try to find a soft spot on the floor and just jump on it to break it so we fall inside the sewers.
All right.
Dude, I go with you.
As
I'm right
soon
there next to you.
As you start running, these two seekers that are now coming after you begin to hover to pick up faster speed because they are faster hovering and moving forward than they are land bound. Roll me a athletics to see how far you can get away from them.
Roll the 6.
Okay.
Oh no.
I've got a 6.
Okay. The yellow one is going to go after you, Aqua. Here's their roll. They got a 7, but they got a nat 1. They trip during their hover.
Let's go.
It's like their foot
What a
got caught on
loser.
part of the sidewalk. And when they hit the
Imagine.
ground, it shakes the entire sidewalk and the roadway itself. You do not have to jump on the sidewalk to break part of the road. Their thud is so immense that it ripples through the ground. They are heavier than they appear, apparently. And it creates a fissure in the road that shoots down into the sewers.
Dive, baby, dive!
Well, hold on, Radar.
Swan dive!
The blue one's going after you. They got an 11. Aqua, are you diving?
Well, did the floor break underneath me?
If there's a fissure next to the road,
Oh,
and
so
you
there's
can
just
jump
there's
into it if you wish.
I wouldn't leave my brother alone. Can I try to use my little trick again and give him the orbital thing?
To the Seeker?
Yeah, to put it on the Seeker.
The Seeker that's going after Radar,
Yeah.
you certainly can try.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
I will try.
It would
I
be
need to
so
do
funny.
a sneak.
Sneak or a strength, because you're trying to touch them, right? And then you're either trying to do it sneakily or just do it.
Yeah. Okay. So they're both 0, so it doesn't matter.
And then where are you trying to send them to if this works?
I'll send them to the arena. The wind tunnel arena.
Okay. Where at in the wind tunnel? Just out of curiosity.
Just on the chairs,
Okay.
The bleachers.
on the bleachers. Yeah.
Oh,
Natural 20.
baby!
As the blue one is reaching for you, Radar, they are on your heels. They are just about to grab your shoulder, and then Aqua turns and jabs the orbital bounce into their shoulder and activates it. Zip. They're gone.
Let's get out of here.
However,
Yeah, you don't gotta tell me twice.
when they go, it's kind of like in Star Trek where you see a beam of light go straight into the air. You see that same beam of light come back down, not that far away.
Isn't the medical center in the center of the city?
Yeah. Same
Aren't we
city.
like... Yeah, but
Mhm.
he's still like across the city.
Yeah, he's still across the city.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's plenty of time to dive.
Okay.
Yeah, taunt to the end, Lapis. Taunt to the end.
Uh,
No,
yellow one gets back
I'm
up.
doing that for myself.
and begins their pursuit once again toward your direction. What do you do?
I take
Jump.
Aqua's hand and I dive.
Okay, you dive.
I transform on the way down.
The yellow one follows you in, and then the green one. I don't think anyone said their names yet. I'll look for the other two. And then you hear their jets transform and take off.
Cool. Well, do we hit the water?
Turning back to the arena, several Termigaxes with red optics loom over the dip at the center of the wind tunnel arena. They proceed to turn towards one another and exchange a dial-up information, allowing them to communicate at intense speeds. They then leave the scene, and we change scenery after several moments have passed to the train station where several carts are being filled with Termigaxes, other bots squeezing in between these carts along with them, but noticing the unknown rudeness that is unlike the real Termigax. The trains depart and all the Termigaxes look up, their crimson optics blaring and glowing across their golden-plated face. The small number of unfortunate bots that are in the cart with them now stare in horror. We zoom out to witness the outside of the cart leaving the station, to the sounds of screams and energon being splashed against the windows, and bodies being thrown out of the carts. We fade to black.